That's it from my part. This was only the framing. The results, the more interesting part comes now from my colleague. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome everybody also from my side. I'm happy to present you now the webinar, What Did We Learn from the Field Test, Positive Examples and Further Development of the iBRoad Renovation Roadmap and Logbook. We just heard from my colleague Peter about the progress of a field test. I will explain the results and our lessons learned, which we have received in order to further develop the tools. From our pilot countries, 7 energy auditors from Bulgaria and 10 energy auditors from Poland, 10 energy auditors from Portugal participated. The Polish and the Portuguese energy auditors examined 20 buildings, the Bulgarian 15. For each building, the energy auditors get a questionnaire. However, not all auditors fill the questionnaire for each building. Except for Bulgaria, all homeowners returned a complete questionnaire. In order to evaluate the field test results, as Peter already mentioned, detailed questionnaires for the homeowners and energy auditors were created, collected, and analyzed. In addition, the created renovation roadmap and logbook were evaluated in order to check the iBRoad principles were correctly understood and implemented. So just about the buildings, almost all building owners have experience with renovation. Most have renovated their buildings to reduce energy consumption before. Even all Portuguese homeowners have an EPC. Most examined buildings were owner-occupied single-family houses built before the 1970s and in the 1980s. So let's start with the evaluation directly. First, I will show you the evaluation of the energy auditors and after those of the homeowners. So we ask the auditors first, do you agree with the following statements to the iBRoad Renovation Roadmap? Does the roadmap provide the building owner with a long-term renovation strategy for their building? You see, first, the green means completely agree or tend to agree. You see a lot of agree. This is a good statement. To the question of a long-term renovation strategy, only Polish energy auditors responded more cautiously. Next one is, will it help the building owner to avoid misinvestment? You see again positive, but just the Bulgarian auditors less agree that the roadmap avoids misinvestment. So the next one was, does the roadmap enables and motivates the building owner to realize concrete renovation measures in the future? The auditors agree. The renovation measures help the owner to realize concrete measures. The second one was concerns the logbook. We ask again, do you agree with the following statement to the logbook? First, was it easy to navigate? You can see an agreement, but less than before. Especially the Portuguese energy auditors completely disagreed with this and thought the navigation was difficult. We thankfully accepted this advice and are working on improving the navigation. The next one was, does the logbook provide the building owner with a long-term possibility to track data? The energy auditors think the logbook is a good tool to track data, especially Bulgarian ones. Next one was, does the logbook enables and motivates the homeowner to realize concrete renovation measures in the near future? You see again agreement, but more cautiously. And again, the Portuguese energy auditors are not sure if the logbook enables homeowners to realize concrete measures. So at the end, we ask the energy auditors if they would recommend the renovation roadmap and the logbook to their colleagues. Nearly all auditors recommended the tool in any case or likely. This is the green one. But nevertheless, we are working on further development of the tools to improve them. So let's continue with the questions to the homeowner. We ask the questions are to the homeowners and to the auditors will define the parallels. So you hear now the same one. So we get the different target groups view and analyze that. So we ask again, do you agree with the following statement to the iBRoad Renovation Roadmap? Does the roadmap provide me with a long-term renovation strategy for my building? Again, we see a high level of agreement, especially the Bulgarian homeowners. The next one was, Will it help me to avoid misinvestment? Again, positive response. Just the Polish energy auditors are not sure with the answer. We responded mostly with, I don't know. Last one, does the roadmap enables and motivates me to realize concrete renovation measures in the near future? The auditors agree. Just the Bulgarian auditors answered more cautiously. So, again, the question concerns to the logbook. First one, do you agree with the following statement to the logbook? Was it easy to navigate? As the Portuguese, so you can see agreement, but less than before, and as the Portuguese energy auditors, the homeowners completely disagreed with this and thought the navigation was difficult. Does the logbook provide me with a long-term possibility to track data? The homeowners are a little bit more critical with the logbook, if they can provide them to track the data. Again, especially the Portuguese homeowners. And the last one, does the logbook enables and motivates me to realize concrete renovation measures in the near future? Can see again agreement, but more cautiously. And again, the Portuguese auditors, as the Portuguese energy auditors, the homeowners are not sure if the logbook enables them to realize concrete renovation measures. But we asked them if they would recommend the renovation roadmap and the logbook to their family and friends. And nearly all homeowners would recommend the tool in any case or likely, the green one. The Portuguese replies for cautious, and especially for the logbook, some are not sure if they would recommend it. So now I'm going to tell you something about the iBRoad principles in practice, the compliance check. For example, you see here a table with all 20 renovation roadmaps from Portugal. We analyzed how many renovation steps they propose, which energy level the auditors reached, and if it was technically possible, and whether it took place in a realistic time horizon. Now I'm going to show you an example roadmap. We had also really good ones from Bulgaria and Poland, but I will show you now a Portuguese one. You can see here the 2 pages of the iBRoad Renovation Roadmap. The left side is the roadmap overview, and the right, the current building state. So we checked the technical content and the compliance with the principles, as I already said. First, we checked the best possible principle. The auditor proposed renovation measures with the highest possible energy efficiency. The auditor reached the level A+. The next one is long-term perspective. Building components have like lifespan from 40 years or more. And this auditor needs applies the last renovation step in the year 2035. The individual renovation context. The auditor adapted the measures according to the homeowner situation. Timing and sequencing. Despite financial restriction, the step-by-step modernization leads to the final goal. So the step-by-step renovation is possible also with a limited budget. And attractive or motivating. The auditor motivates the homeowners with advices so he can reduce the energy consumption by themselves. So the next one, we also checked the logbooks. Most auditors entered the data for the present building stand very extensively. They had to enter all data manually because an interface to national calculation software programs does not exist in the state of the project. So we evaluated how the auditors work with the logbook, which parts caused problems and which ones was favorable. So, for example, we checked for, you can see again all the Polish logbooks. We checked if they completed the building information completely, and you can see nearly all energy auditors did it. So the next one we see, okay, the comfort levels and the function logbook, the function of the logbook upload document and plans was not so used, and the last one, just a few energy auditors filled out the equipment building diagnosis. So now, altogether, we get positive response from the homeowners. Nearly all thought the iBRoad tool contains useful functionalities that motivates them to carry out renovation measures on the building. So also we take the critique from the energy auditors. First, we're going to tell you something about the manageability of the tools. The auditors criticize that the tools should be translated to respective language. They also wish automated data transfer between the national EPC software and the logbook. As you could see in the questionnaire, they wish to improve the navigation and the printable copy of your renovation roadmap, because in the moment you just have an online version. So, and about the content of the tools, some auditors required more flexibility, more space for comments and description, and also auditors regarded a comparison of different variants in the roadmap as useful. So at the end, we asked also our country partners, Adena, NFAC, and KP for feedback. They said first, the tools required a lot of extra work for the auditors. They had problems to find participate energy auditors. Homeowners and auditors had difficulties to understand the tools. They also wish automated data transfer, and the tools could be more user-friendly. So, take all this critique, and together with our software developer, we have already implemented some critical points or are about to release. So you can see the tool language. The tools are now ready can be translated into different languages. The auditors request an example of a roadmap and logbook, and this is still in the development. We created a printable version of the roadmap. We created an interface for the data import from national calculation software to logbook, and we're going to test this in Portugal. And we're going to improve the navigation in the roadmap assistant and the logbook, but this is still in the development. So, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Julia. So I'll make myself the presenter again and show the general